shit, the Rays spent money. This is a historic signing in Rays history. I mean, when do you ever see the Tampa Bay Rays signing multi-year contracts with young players? Fucking never. The biggest contract I think that they've signed aside from this was Longoria or Kiermaier, and none of these guys were highlighted as the next big thing, right? We knew Kiermaier had incredible defensive talent. We knew Longo had a really consistent bat, but neither of those guys seemed to offer what Wander Franco has in store for the next several years for this baseball team. So Wander Franco and the Tampa Bay Rays agree to a $182 million 11-year contract that includes a club option for the 2033 season. Yeah, the Rays have locked up Wander Franco. The Rays have locked up a player for the first time ever. I mean, we had Longo for about 10 years. We've had Kevin Kiermaier for about 7 years. So, I mean, besides those two, I mean, the Rays have never had that star player that just has been incredible for several years. Longo was great. Kiermaier's been pretty good, especially defensively. I've never seen a baseball player fly through the farm system as quickly as Wander Franco did. I mean, at the start of last season, he was like playing Double-A. He spent very little time in Durham, and he arrived at the major leagues earlier than expected. I was actually against the Rays calling him up when they did because I didn't think that he spent enough time with Durham. Also because there was this weird contract loophole where if the Rays waited till a certain month to bring him up, they had him for an extra year, and that concerned me because, well, it's the Rays. They don't keep players around. When they ask for money, they let them walk. That's just the Rays way, right? But now that means nothing because they've locked up Wander Franco to an 11-year contract with a 12-year option. Just insane. So in Rays franchise history, there's been very few players where you can feel comfortable buying a jersey with a name on it. Almost all of my Rays jerseys are blank. I mean, almost all of them are. You never know when the players you like are going to go. I mean, it could be any time the Rays can get rid of your favorite guy. And that's just always the way it's been. But you bet your ass within a couple years I'll have a Wander Franco jersey just because it's the first player since Longo, since Kiermaier, where you feel comfortable getting a name, right? If the Rays club option is exercised and the incentives are reached, the contract could be worth up to $223 million, worth every penny. That's assuming that he does not slow down at all. Rays president Eric Neander stated, "The pace at which Wander has developed speaks to his potential," and I could not agree with that statement anymore. I mean, like I've mentioned, he flew through the farm system, like just just right up to the majors, no hesitation. This last season, he put together a 43-game on-base streak to tie the all-time Major League Baseball record for on-base streak among players under the age of 21. And that's pretty incredible considering the major leagues have been around for 152 years? He's a generational talent. And the confidence that he has at his age is incredible. The motherfucker got an MLB tattoo on his neck during spring training, months before he made his MLB debut. I mean, that just goes to show the confidence on this motherfucker. It's insane. Now, I'm proud to say that I was at the Trop during his MLB debut. Dude drew a walk at his first ever plate appearance, and then a couple at-bats later, he'd hit a home run in his MLB debut. Just incredible.
50-50.
I mean, how often do you see a guy get called up and hit a homer in his debut? And he hit multiple homers this year. It's just, the talent is unreal. And one thing in particular that I noticed when I watched him this season was his discipline. His discipline at the plate was easily one of the best on the entire roster. He drew so many walks. He took so many close pitches. These are just, for a 20-year-old, 21-year-old, whatever age he is right now, they should not be doing what Wander Franco did this last year. He's incredible, and he's worth every penny. And honestly, I'm quite surprised he agreed to a long-term contract with the Rays, because if he had a couple more years and let his rookie contract play out, he could have made big bucks with a big market team. LA, New York, they would have signed him a lot more, I promise you that. But I'm not complaining at all. The Rays, for the first time ever, spend money, and, this is something that I never thought I'd say or hear or see in my entire life. This MLB offseason, of all the AL East teams, the Rays have spent the most money. It's unreal. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day. But there you go. That's the news for you. Wander Franco, 11-year contract signing with the Tampa Bay Rays, and I could not be more excited about it. Stu Sternberg, I still don't like you, but my respect for you has gone up just that much more for accomplishing a deal like that with your fucking pockets. Next thing you should be prioritizing on your list now is moving the Rays to Tampa, where they belong, and keeping them here full-time, not part-time. Nobody wants part-time. It's bullshit. But that's a conversation for another video. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Peace out. Raise up, baby.